In a city that felt like it was always sighing, a young woman carried the heavy weight of anxiety on her shoulders. The days were a blur of gray buildings and hurried footsteps, each one adding another layer to the exhaustion that settled deep in her bones. She moved through the world feeling invisible, like a ghost haunting the edges of a life she was supposed to be living. One evening, the weight became too much. The four walls of her small room seemed to close in, and a wave of despair washed over her, leaving her breathless. As tears streamed down her face, she collapsed, feeling utterly defeated. But in that moment of complete surrender, something shifted. A soft, warm glow began to emanate from her chest. She looked down, bewildered, to see a small, pink button, pulsing gently with a light that felt like a long-forgotten hope. It was a reset button. With a trembling finger, she pressed it. Instantly, a current of warmth spread through her, chasing away the cold dread. The gray walls of her room bloomed into soft, vibrant colors. The suffocating tightness in her chest dissolved, replaced by a lightness she hadn't felt in years. She could breathe again, deeply and freely. For the first time, she felt okay. The next day, she walked through the city with a new sense of wonder. The world was no longer just gray. It was filled with subtle hues she'd never noticed before. But then, she saw him, a man sitting on a bench, his face buried in his hands, his shoulders shaking with silent sobs. As she watched him, she felt a familiar pang of sadness, and she noticed her button dimming, its light weakening. She hesitated. What if sharing her light meant losing it? What if she went back to that dark, lonely place? But his pain was a mirror of her own. She couldn't just walk away. Taking a deep breath, she sat beside him and gently placed her hand on his. "Are you okay?" she asked softly. As she did, the light from her button flowed from her hand into his. It split in two, half remaining with her, the other half appearing as a new button on his chest. And then, something magical happened. Both buttons began to glow, not just with the original light, but brighter, warmer, and more radiant than before. A slow smile spread across his face as the weight lifted from his shoulders too. From that day on, she sought out the lonely, the hurting, the anxious. And with every hand she held, every bit of light she shared, her own light grew stronger. Countless people, once lost in their own shadows, now carried their own small, glowing buttons. The city, once dim and quiet, was now illuminated by 1,000 points of shared kindness, a constellation of healed hearts, all shining because they learned that healing multiplies when it's shared. The more kindness you give, the lighter you become. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content that hopefully brings a little more light into the world. Take care of yourselves and each other.